Hello, and welcome back to the Long Dark. When we last left off, we had spent a little while inside the house. We were kind of a homebody because we had had hypothermia, and so that's been cleared. And um, now this is good because now that we don't have hypothermia, we can leave the house. Once again, I have to apologize. This is being voiced over once more. I swear this is the last one. From now on, it'll happen, real time and everything. But anyway, so we of course have to drink a little bit, and we have a very little bit of food. That's pretty much all we've got left. So you'll notice we're very hungry. So it's time to eat the remaining food that we have, and now we have to go outside. We have to go and start looking for some other either stashes of food or kill some animals. So we're at 1,200 calories, which is kind of low. So, with that in mind, we take out our rifle, and I think the initial plan is going to be to do what we tried to do 2 episodes ago, which is to try to head to 3 strikes. Just looking around the house to make sure that we don't have any bear visitors. Doesn't look like it. Now, we are going to have to, probably should, let's just check the warmth. It's a 2-arrow warmth. So it's pretty cold out here, but not entirely too cold. So we can be out here for at least a little while. We're going to check around the house just to make sure there's no bear. And then one of the things that we do want to look for is rabbits out in this field. We should probably consider making some snares, but unfortunately, these fields are a lot different than in Voyager mode. In Voyager mode, these fields have a lot of rabbits in them, but right now, there's not a whole lot going on. So, our initial plan is to head towards... Yeah, see, there's no rabbits here. Our initial plan is to head towards 3 strikes. Homestead. Really, there's one. It's way out here, though. And that's the only one. I mean, in Voyager mode, this place is usually packed. Packed. There's usually like 4 or 5 rabbits running around here. But there doesn't seem to be any, except for just that one, which is kind of crazy. So let's head back to the house for right now. We want to get back inside and warm up a little bit. Let's check this field out here. See, there's no rabbits out there. So let's head back inside. Okay. So we don't have a whole lot of wood. And we have a bunch of tool stuffs. So yeah, there's no like extra anything. We really are kind of low on food. So now I'm going to look around for stuff to break down. That's a cabinet. There's nothing under the bed. Can't break that down. Can't break down the table. Can we break down the chair? Yes. Okay, we got 6 hours of daylight left. Picking up the wood. Oh, look, there's a can of soda. Well, that's good news. Check the drawer, but we missed the... Yeah, the curtain. You can get cloth from the curtains, but it's not really going to help us. We're looking for... Oh, there's a plastic container there. With some beef jerky. Good. Nope, can't break down the crib. Can't pick up the wooden blocks. Come on, they're wooden blocks. Anyway, so... can't break down the shelf. We really need a hatchet to get more wood stuff. So anyway, we've gotten our heat back doing all this. So now, oh, it's a little foggy out here. Let's head down into the basement. We'll see if there's anything down there that we can use. And look what we got here. Okay. And we are now ravenous.
I will die if I don't get food soon.
Yes, that is going to be a problem. So, okay, thankfully, because we're not carrying a ton of food, we have, there's 2 lockers, jeez. There's a chair. Ugh, 2 hours to break it down.
I need a drink.
Okay. So let's do this. We'll drink some drink. And then, I'm not too worried about starving to death, because starving takes a long time. So I will stay at 94 and starving. That's okay for me. Wait a minute. There's a metal container over there, wasn't there? Yeah, there it is. Hey, there's some more wood matches. Can't eat them, but hey, they're useful, right? So, yeah, there's our snare. We need cured guts. We have some cured guts upstairs that we're working on, and a little more on that later. So we have 30 pieces of wood. So let's put like 6 in there, just for snares. And we'll keep 24 with us. We only have 56 pounds, because of course we're not carrying any food around with us. So, whoops, is that a piece of cloth? That sure was. Okay. Okay, so let's eat. Just to have a little bit of calories. So now we go out, we go back outside. Okay, and it's getting dark. So now we're going to go back inside. And I think it's about time for us to go to sleep. Yeah, see, we're getting kind of tired. Oh, we have less than 1 hour of daylight left. We've survived for 8 days, which is good. So let's sleep. We're going to go for the full 8. Now this will bring us back up to 100% until we start starving, and then it's going to bring us back down again. But yeah, see, now we are at 94, we're back up at 97, but we're starving. So now we'll use the drink to get back some fluids and get some caloric content. Okay, so now we're going to sleep for like 5 hours, and that's 300 calories. That'll put us back into the negative again. But, you know, now we're at 99%. And of course, it makes total sense that that is storming now. So now we're starving, which, you know, out of the 4 things is probably the least detrimental. We could last for a while, but yep, there's just water in that fridge. So let's take the water. And so now what we're going to do is, we're starving, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to cook up, while we're waiting for the storm to pass, we're going to start up a fire, and we're going to cook up the coffee, because coffee both gives you caffeine, which helps you stay awake, but it also gives you 100 calories. Coffee does not normally give you 100 calories in real life, unless you put milk into it, but okay. It gives you 100 calories here. So, so what we're going to do is we're going to cook up a whole bunch of our coffee. Oh, come on. Okay, so we're going to cook up a whole bunch of our coffee. I don't really want to use the accelerant, because I do have time. But we're going to cook up a whole bunch of cups of coffee, and then we will drink them for the calorie content. We have, like, I don't know, 30 things of coffee or something in that coffee container. 20 or 30. So, okay, we have a ton of wood right now. So now we're going to, yeah, there we go. So here's our tin of coffee, right? So we're just going to start cooking coffee. Now the one thing that we do have to worry about is eventually the cup of coffee will be the thing that's selected because it will have gotten cold, and so we'll be able to heat it up. We don't want to reheat coffee, that's stupid. Now you'll notice that the coffee cup shows up in the middle of the screen, right? And this is a bug right now, and this bug happens because the cups of coffee are getting cold. And when they're getting cold, they're being added to the screen right there, so they're selected, but they're not really selected. See, it's selecting the next cup of coffee as the default one that I should select next. So, interesting bug. I'll have to report it on the forums. But so now it looks like the storm has stopped. We have 10 hours of daylight left, but we'll probably want to let that go to like 9 or 8 hours. We have 27 minutes of fire left, so we'll continue cooking until we run that duration down, and then those will be the cups of coffee that we have. That's probably about it. Okay, so now we got all these cups of coffee. So let's drink some coffee. This one's cold, but it gives us 100 calories. This one's also cold, but it gives us 100 calories. Okay. So now we're good on water for drinking and stuff. We have the bonus for rested, because we've got the caffeine. We've been alive for 9 hours and 9 days and 3 hours here, so let's head out into Pleasant Valley. Okay. It is too cold, but it should be okay. Was that an owl? No, that was probably a wolf, but so let's be careful. So we're going to start heading towards the 3 strikes. Yeah, see, it's a 2 arrow. So we got to get to places quick. They're all cold. See, I should have drank a warm one. That would have been good. So we're going to head back inside, because we're not going to survive for very long at a 2. Or at least we're not going to get our warmth back up. Now something else that's kind of important is okay, we're going to eat some of our cattail stalks, just to get our caloric content up for a little bit. We have 1 cup of coffee left after all these cups of coffee, so there is nothing in the fridge, but there is some unsafe water in the freezer. We will eventually have to do something about that, but there's now 9 hours of daylight left. So now let's talk about a destination. We could go outside and head to 3 strikes. But there's something else that's bothering me. First of all, I'm not exactly sure where Three Strikes is. I mean, I kind of know where it is. There's a rabbit over there, so that's sort of good news. So we're heading towards Three Strikes, but there's an issue. Oh, there's a wolf. But here's the deal. I don't remember if we left supplies or like hides and guts to dry in the radio tower. Now remember, it's been, we had the 2 weeks off, right? So I can't remember for the life of me at this point if we left anything up there. I kind of thought I remembered that we left something up there. And also there might be some food up there that we left up there too. I can't remember. So we're going to head up there. There's a deer over there. We could shoot it for food, but we'll only do that as a last resort. We still have calories, and so we basically want to get to a situation where we grab a wolf and we send, we find a deer that's near a wolf. We send the deer towards the wolf, and and then the deer, takes down, the wolf takes down the deer. We shoot the wolf, and we get bonus prizes. Okay, so we're going to head towards the radio tower now. Hopefully there's stuff up there for us. Now, we do have to worry about a couple of things heading up here. This right over here somewhere, we're going to pick up some sticks too on the way. That's a limb, right? Yeah. Okay, so now we have to be a little careful because down here is like bear territory. There is a cave down here, which is right there. And we could decide to stay in the cave, but I would rather get up to the radio tower. Indoors is always better than outdoors. Now we are going to pick up some reishi mushrooms because in addition to being medicine, I believe they also provide some caloric content. So we will take the little bit of time to pick those guys up. Then we're going to hightail it up the mountain here. We're going to keep our eyes out for a bear, and of course for wolves too. There's not much point in running up these steep hills. They just get you more tired quicker. So we'll save our energy. We're up to 2 icicles on the heat index. So okay, so here we are. The radio tower's up and to our right a little bit. I'm just going to peek around and make sure there's no wolves or anything. We got our first I, which is the tired index. So we're just crossing the threshold for that. There's the tower for the radio tower up there. It'd be really nice if they let us climb up the radio tower, but I can understand. Okay. We're just going to check in here just to make sure there's no bear standing there. There was that one episode a couple of seasons back where I went running into there and almost ran into the bear right there. Okay, so here's Signal Hill. It's the radio tower. And let's see if there is anything in here. Oh, we just got to the point where we got cold, so. And, well, let's see. Empty, empty. There's nothing on the shelf. There's nothing in the drawer, nothing on the workbench. Nothing in the microwave. Gosh darn it, I don't think there's no food here. There's a cardboard box, and it doesn't look like there's anything in here. So I was wrong. I didn't leave anything behind here. Okay, so there's a piece of reclaimed wood. Well, let's put some light on the situation here. Empty, empty. There's a locked locker. There's an empty first aid kit. There's some scrap metal. We'll just pick that up. And really, there's nothing in here. I can't believe it. There's nothing in here. Oh, wait, what's that? There's a bullet right there. That's awesome. And there's some grape soda. And this is why you should always check all of the areas. Okay, well, we could break down that chair if we want to. We're still hungry. Our cold is coming back up. So let's drink the soda just to get the calories back up a little bit. And we'll also drink a cup of coffee, which will get the our water and our... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we need food. Our cold is still down a bit, so let's use the time to break down the chair for some more wood. Where'd the last one go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now we're perfectly warm. Just ravenous, so we're going to drink another cup of coffee. And yet another one. Now you'll notice, like, our rested is not, like, really down. Because we're, like, jacked up on caffeine right now. So we have about 6 hours of daylight left. So what we're going to do is we're going to head down. Oh, there's some wood right there. Let's pick that up. Next to the fire barrel. It looks relatively nice outside, except for the except there's a little bit of fog. Let's just check that and make sure there's no bear in there. I'm paranoid about that now, as you can tell. So let's bring up the rifle. We'll put that extra bullet in there, just to make sure we've got as many rounds as we can in the gun, and we're going to start heading towards the lake, the Lonely Pond, or Pensive Pond, or whichever pond happens to be in this direction. It's got it's the one with the picnic table and the little shanty on the lake. Maybe there will be some line and some like a hook, or maybe, or something. So maybe we'll be able to do a little fishing, possibly. Or maybe, somebody will have left some food in there for us. So, thankfully, it is one place I do know exactly where the location is. So if we keep heading in this direction, we should be okay. Okay. Oh, look at that. That is exactly what we're looking for. There's a wolf who is chewing on a deer. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to head up here. Right here. Oh, thank you very much. Let's look around and make sure that there's no other... Okay. Looks good. Okay, so let's get a fire started. We're going to use the fire to keep us warm and to keep the corpses warm while we're working on them, so that it'll be easier to harvest these guys. Come on. I don't really want to have to use the accelerant out here, but we have about 6 hours of daylight left. So we may have to head back. I don't know. We'll have to see how this works out. But for right now, this is food right here. So we're going to add a whole bunch of reclaimed wood to this, because we know that this is going to take a couple of hours at least. Oh, just 20 pieces, just 20 pounds of meat on this guy. Okay, so we could do that. 2 hours and 17 minutes. And it's fogging in, so we don't know how many hours of daylight we have left. So now, let's drop some more reclaimed wood on there. We have a ton of wood, by the way. So now we're going to cook up some of this meat. We'll cook up another one, and then we'll probably eat both of them. Okay, so let's eat. Oh, look at that, 800. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. I know I hit him the first time. Pretty sure I hit him the second time, and he was still running. Okay, here's the wolf carcass. We have 1 hour and 17 minutes left. So, let's cook off some more food. The problem is we have all this raw meat on us right now, and we're very attractive to wolves. So let's cook some of this off. Okay. And let's eat some more. Let's just fill ourselves up because we're also overweight too. You'll see that we're at 70 pounds now, so we got 39 minutes left. So let's drop some more fuel into this fire. Okay. It's an hour and 18 minutes. We got 2 hours and 14 minutes left. And looking around, I don't really see anything. It's completely dark now. So 2 hours and 12 minutes. Okay, that'll take 2 hours. That'll probably take about the same time. So, I think we're staying here for the night. We are just winded right now, so yeah, it feels like 82 degrees right now, so we are in pretty good shape, but let's drink some coffee to stay up. Okay. We have 17 pieces of reclaimed wood, which is many hours of fire. Okay, we got 2 hours and 3 minutes. So let's add a little bit of fuel to that fire. So now we're good for 3 hours. Okay, that's going to take 2 hours. Cost 400 calories. Okay. We're going to eat some more. We can drink some more. Okay. We have an hour and 46 minutes. We need at least 2 hours to do this. So let's... Okay. Too close for comfort? Nah, we'll try to do it. Okay. So let's harvest. Okay, 1 hour and 8 minutes. We're still winded. But we're not in bad shape. We're gonna drink some more coffee. Try to stay awake. And then we're gonna start cooking off some of this food. What is that noise? No, come on. What is that noise? Oh my goodness, it's a bear. Okay. Let's keep him at bay. I don't know if I can shoot him or not. If I shoot him, will he run across the fire? I don't know. Oh my god, look at him. Seriously? I don't know if I can. Can I shoot him? I'm not sure I want to try that. Because if I'm wrong, it's going to cost me. There's 4 hours of darkness left, so I don't know. If I shoot him and I'm wrong and he comes across the fire, it's going to be the end of this. Like, I won't be able to survive. I think I'm just going to leave him there. But let's start cooking off some food here. What is that? Should be close enough to the campfire. Yeah, see? I can't tell where he is. So I got a wolf on one side, maybe. And I've got a bear on another one.
Get away, you mother!
Oh! Oh, I'm using my hands. This is not going to go well. Ah, this might be it. No, wait. I think, maybe, oh my gosh, that was ridiculous. Oh, I am messed up. Well, there's the bear. Bear's like, good show. Okay, so we need to do some treatments here.
I don't have much more in me.
Infection risks and everything. I can't even see where this guy is. Oh. Okay, so we've got a bear on one side. We've got, like, wolves on the other here. He doesn't seem to be going anywhere. We could start another fire on the other side of us, but I want to make sure that we live through the night here, so... It feels like 98 degrees. Well... We need to cook off this raw meat. We gotta get rid of this. Move away from the fire a little bit. And we're going to drop down some raw meat over here. This way, if he starts coming and he's really going to attack me, maybe he'll go for the raw food first. Okay, meanwhile, we want to cook off the rest of this food. Just because... as long as we carry this raw meat, we're going to be targets. We got 2 hours, 1 hour of darkness left, which means dawn should be coming pretty soon. Which means essentially that we have stayed up through the entire night on coffee alone.
What do you know? Looks like I survived another night.
Indeed. Look at that. Okay, so heat up a cup of coffee for us. That's the cold one. That's that one. Still really wish that they would either change the icon or something, or put a little tiny icon into the coffee just to show that it's hot. Well, there's the bear. Oh, there's a dead wolf over there. There's another running wolf off to the right there. You know, if the bear wasn't here and the wolf wasn't here, I'd go and take that wolf and skin him and do all the other good stuff, but for right now, let's pick up the raw venison. We'll add one more piece of fuel to it. There's a bunch of crows circling something over there, but unfortunately that's in the direction of the bear, so we'll have to explore that some other day. Alright, so we're going to get out of here, back away from the bear. So here we go. Now we have to hightail it off to the tower. Yeah, and see him walking. Let's just go. Let's go back to the tower. We have a ton of food right now. We can come back for... Oh, come on. We can come back for the wolf. But really, we need to get someplace. Right now, we're encumbered. So we're actually running at a pretty good clip, which means we're not that encumbered, but we really need to get back inside. I just want to get into a safe spot. This video has gone on quite long, so let's see if we can end it in the radio tower. Okay, so we look pretty good. We're gonna check that little spot again. Okay. Oh, and here we go. And we made it. Okay, crazy night of doing the stuff. So anyway, alright, so we're tired. Got a little bit of dry mouth. We're recovering from the cold, so I think we should be okay. We've survived for 10 days now, exactly. So that's very good. So we're going to rest for an hour, and then we'll stop it here, and we'll pick it up right here next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you've had fun, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.